Namaskar friends, this is NJ, the host on this channel. In this video, we are going to have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mars, which on February 26th is going to enter the sign of Capricorn, as Capricorn is the exaltation sign placement for planet Mars, and it's going to be in this sign till April 6th. So now friends, everything looks good, but every good thing comes with a catch. So the catch over here is that once Mars is going to enter the sign of Capricorn, it's going to get conjunct with Saturn over there. So Saturn, which is already strengthened in its own ruled sign in the Capricorn. So this conjunction of Mars and Saturn is definitely going to be creating some lot of energy of karma, professional liabilities, professional endeavors. So what kind of energies and results can be anticipated, customized to your ascendant? That is something which we will try to understand in this video. So friends, to begin with, when we talk about from Mars's perspective, so definitely Mars, which represents your courage, your willpower, your determination, your drive. So in the planetary council, Mars can be seen as the warrior, or from the divine perspective, Mars can be seen as the divine force, divine energy. Now when we talk about from Saturn's perspective, so Saturn, which represents your capacity to do hard work, all the life's tests and trials and liabilities, the responsibilities comes from the Saturn, wheresoever Saturn is placed in your chart. But friends, Saturn can be looked at as the divine will. Like the way we say this thing, that if you actually want to achieve greatness, you want to achieve something substantial that cannot be achieved without the blessing and grace of the planet Saturn. So now friends, like the beauty over here is that both of these two planets represents the contradictory forces of the nature. But out of all the 12 zodiac signs, it's the Capricorn energy only which has this capacity to give the functioning ground that it can make these two warriors with two contradictory qualities to work together for the common cause, to work together harmoniously and contributing to each other's growth and success. So because of which friends, with the entry of Mars in the Capricorn sign and with the due support which Mars is going to get from the planet Saturn, good results can be attained. This is a sign where either of the planet is not going to be coming in each other's way. But like the way friends, like the way age-old wisdom says that if given a choice that you have to choose between Saturn and Mars, always go with the planet Saturn, because it's the Saturn only which always has good in store, good hidden for you. So now friends, like the way I have already explained this thing, that how this energy is going to be contributing, because now like right now what is happening over here is that for a long time, past couple of months, like Saturn is in the Capricorn sign for a while now. Now what is going to be happening over here is that whatsoever Saturn, the task Saturn might have put forth in front of you, with this entry of like Mars over here in the Capricorn sign, Mars is only going to be contributing in order to fulfill all those tests and the trials. And the second thing is that friends, like because Saturn is going to be briefly entering the sign of Aquarius on April 28th as well. So now whatsoever hard work you are doing, Mars will definitely provide a spark, Mars will definitely provide a thrust to the Capricorn energy, and the result of that is not very far, because ultimately friends, nothing can come out of the Capricorn sign without the permission of its ruler, which is planet Saturn. So if you are not just a follower of astrology, but you plan your life basis the cosmic principles. So the cosmic principles for a while is just asking all of us to work hard, work on our craft, work on your skill, aim for higher goals. So that is what the cosmic principles have been asking us to put our energies in that direction, with Saturn being strengthened in the Capricorn sign for a long time. So that is friends which I am trying to say over here, that the whole cosmic plan is working in such a way that Mars's entry in the Capricorn is happening at a very beautifully well crafted chosen time, where some professional accomplishment, achievements, attainment of goals, sowing seeds for something substantial, lifetime achievement, that can take place basis your ascendant, basis your personality, basis the ongoing dasha, and to what extent you have been working hard from past couple of months. So that is something, friends, which I wanted to say as just a brief introduction of this upcoming very beautiful transit of the planet Mars, because as you know that all other planetary vibrations, like for the next couple of weeks, are all like revolving around the planet Saturn only. Although all the planets revolve around the sun, but right now in transit the planetary alignment is happening like that. Everything is hovering around the planet Saturn. Like in next couple of weeks, like all the planets excluding Rahu and Ketu will be concentrated in these two signs only, which are ruled by planet Saturn. So just on the day when Mars is going to be entering the sign of Capricorn, so you must be knowing about this thing that also Venus is also going to be following the path. On February 27th, Venus will also enter the sign of Capricorn, and it's going to be in the Capricorn sign till 30th of March. So now, friends, what is happening over here is that I have already explained this thing, that whatsoever Saturn wants you to do, entry of Mars in the Capricorn will provide the necessary required force in order to fulfill those duties and goals, and the entry and the presence of Venus is definitely going to make the whole hard work or the whole process very enjoyable, very likable. Rather than you detesting it, you loathing it, you will enjoy the ride the way your planetary vibration is contributing towards this transit event. So that is something, friends, which I wanted to say. Now we will take our discussion to the next section, and we will try to understand that basis your ascendant, how this entry of Mars in the Capricorn is going to be influencing you. So friends, to begin with the Aries Ascendant natives. So definitely, friends, for your case, Mars and Saturn, they both are very important planet for you. You are not only going to get the results of the Ruchak Panch Mahapurush Yoga, the Shash Mahapurush Yoga, like Saturn is your 10th house lord, 11th house lord, Mars is your ascendant lord. So ascendant lord going in the 10th house can be seen as a harbinger of very good news. So basis your ongoing dasha and basis the circumstances, life circumstances you are in, some lifetime achievement can be foreseen with this kind of entry of Mars in your 10th house. So not only it is going to be creating some very good energy for like some new position, new job responsibilities, new attainment of titles. All those people who have been jobless for a long time, they can get a job of their liking. And I would also say, friends, that in transit this is actually creating a kind of yoga where people get the power, all the politicians, they get the seat, they come to power, or all those people who get awarded or rewarded for all of their hard work. So that is how energies are manifesting. So I would say, friends, that whatsoever Saturn have been asking you or making you to do from the past couple of months, during this time period results will manifest in a very quick and in a very fast paced way. And just because Mars is your ascendant lord as well, so I would say that whatsoever is in store for you, something which is lifetime, so that kind of achievement can take place. And the moment briefly Saturn is going to enter the sign of Aquarius, which is also not very far, in the month of April, so you will fairly see that your hard work has started reaping result. So lot of changes, lot of development, lot of positivity which is waiting for all the Aries Ascendant natives. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Taurus Ascendant natives, so definitely, friends, in your case, like Mars for a long time has been transiting in your 8th house, which is a little bit sensitive, like transit placement for Mars. And I have also mentioned that thing, that Mars is your like 12th house lord, 7th house lord, being transiting in the 8th house was a little bit sensitive news. But the moment Mars is going to enter your 9th house, trust me, friends, your house of fortune and luck is definitely going to get triggered. So all the 9th house related signification, if that is straight away getting qualified in your case, anything to do with travels, anything to do with teaching profession, anything to do with law, anything to do with the banking, not only you are going to get the results in the tangible aspect, but also the intangible aspect when we talk about the grace of the divine. Because, friends, like Saturn being rooted and strengthened in the 9th house is a kind of energy where see, Saturn doesn't believe in lucky break. Saturn just wants you to work hard and hard and hard before releasing the prospects and the merits of your luck or fortune helping you. And like when we talk about ninth house is also the house of the like the mentorship, like the teachers, the guru. So Saturn just says your real time guru is your life itself. Learn from the experiences. So that is how Saturn teaches us. So now what is going to be happening over here is that with the entry of Mars in your ninth house, definitely friends, the luck will also start helping you, supporting you. And I would say that like even in the matters of relationship, all those people who are single, they might get a chance to run into the like-minded person, prospects of arranged marriage and the relationship working out. You know, you are getting the right set of due support which you need or deserve from the partnership, from your partners. So all those things can materialize. You will gain from travels, you will gain from religious austerities, right set of mentors, advisors helping you. So your ninth house getting that much empowered in the transit can be seen as a very good sign. I can give this free ticket, or I can say that I can actually give you this permission to take the leap of faith. And if your ongoing dashas are also supporting, so some good result, good achievement can take place when this Mars is going to be transiting from your ninth house. The only one thing or one word of advice is that try not to get into argument with the living signification of the ninth house, which are the gurus and our father. Be very reverential, very respectful towards them. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Gemini Ascendant natives. So friends, for you guys, Mars is not a very auspicious planet to begin with. And Mars is going to be transiting to your 8th house. So your 8th house is definitely going to get very empowered. So definitely all those people who are straight away connected with the 8th house related matters. Because friends, whether you like it or not, 8th house holds this power or potential to transform our life. All the speculative, unearned income, sudden windfall of gain always takes place from the 8th house. So I would say that if in your case you work in the fields of revenue, insurance, anything to do with research, scientific field, archaeology, astrology, adult industry, all those people can definitely get benefited. And I would also say that if in your life your your in-laws also have a very major say, or the family of your partner or your spouse also has got a major say, so even their support can also help you. If you have been going through any sort of issues in the matters of alimony, in the matters of inheritance, legacy, joint resources, property related dispute, they can also work out in your favor. And I would say friends that 8th house is actually getting very empowered. So it all comes down to two things. So material benefits and the materially beneficial side I've already explained. When we talk about the spiritually beneficial side, so trust me friends, doing any mantra recitation, doing any chanting, taking any pilgrimage, any sadhana, any spiritual austerity undertaken during this time can manifest very powerful, very beautiful results. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Cancer Ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, this whole transit alignment is going to be taking place in your 7th house, which can be seen as a very good sign. Like the way I always say this thing, that 7th house tells about your public image. 7th house is the house of your partnership, the way you relate with the masses. So if in your case you are holding up any public seat where you have to deal with the masses, whether you are a politician, whether you are an artist, whether you are a creative person, so you will definitely get rewarded, benefited. Some big substantial opportunity, sponsorship, sign up can also materialize, can also take place if your ongoing dashas are also very favorable. So the point which I am trying to make over here is that this transit of the Mars in your 7th house is going to be creating this opportunity that your name, your public image will be established. Your brand, your identity, your name will be established in the eyes of the world, in the public during this time period. All those people who are single, so this is actually going to be creating a very strong yoga, because very soon, like in the month of April, like Jupiter is also going to enter your 9th house as well. That is definitely going to be a very right time for looking forward to the arranged marriage proposals and all, if that is getting qualified in your case. But I would say that 7th house getting empowered is a very good sign in any way if you deal or relate or work with either the public, or even if you have your own business, you are a freelance self-employed person, you can also get benefited, and some very powerful, very influential people can enter your life, can guide you. Some substantial opportunities can be foreseen with this entry of Mars, and your 7th house getting very empowered in the transit. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Leo Ascendant natives, as you can fairly see that Mars is going to get exalted in your 6th house, which can be seen as a very good news, because friends, Mars in any case is a Yoga planet for all of you guys. And not only that, like 6th house, which is the Upachya Bhav, 6th house, which is the Dushtana Bhav. So Mars and Saturn, they both are considered as strong in transit in the 6th house. So whether you work for any corporate job, whether you are in health industry, fitness industry, any competitive industry, or like, you will definitely going to get benefited. Your leadership style is going to get appreciated. Like, whether even if we talk about demonstrating a very fighting spirit, presenting yourself as very competitive, as very strong contender. So this transit of Mars and Saturn getting empowered in the 6th house can be seen as a very good sign that if in your nature or line of work there is like lot of competition, lot of enmity, like you are in the fields of law or anything to do with arbitration that is involved, you are definitely going to be in a position of power. And friends, if you have been at the receiving end of the creditors troubling you, any of the concerns of debts and all, so the beauty over here is that you will be able to find out the solution of managing all of these concerns of debts as well during this time when Mars is going to be transiting from your 6th house. So definitely friends, I'm looking forward to all the Leo Ascendant definitely manifesting their Leo side, their lion side of being very fierce, very competitive during this time when Mars is going to be transiting from your 6th house. And not only that friends, like 6th house also tells about our routines, our health, our fitness, our discipline. So I'm actually looking forward to like Leo Ascendant native readjusting and restructuring lot of things in a daily work life which needs to be done for their success. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Virgo Ascendant natives, this transit is going to take place in your 5th house. So friends, as you know this thing that when we talk about Martian influence in the 5th house, that can be seen as a very good sign, because friends, 5th house tells about the way our mind function, our risk taking abilities. So with this combined energy of Mars and Saturn being in a very empowered and dignified state, so not only your mind is going to be functioning in a very competitive way, your risk taking abilities are going to be very high, and this could be the time when you will aim for the stars. Your goal settings is definitely going to be very high set. And apart from that friends, the beauty of the 5th house is that apart from its spiritual signification, its karmic signification, and apart from all the artistic and creative potential which this house hold, this house also has got a playful recreational side attached to it as well. So you know, travels, good time period spent with your loved ones, with your partner can be foreseen with this entry of Mars in your 5th house. Along with that, all those people who chiefly work in the fields of stock market, trading, speculation, all those people can also get benefited. If you are a student and you are in that stage of your life where you have to make some important decision of choosing a right college for you, right field for you, so all the decision taken by you during this time will prove to be very fruitful once Mars is going to be in a very dignified state in your 5th house. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Libra Ascendant natives, so friends, in your case this entry of Mars is going to take place in your 4th house. To begin with friends, all the 4th house related signification, if you work in the fields of law or real estate, construction, anything to do with the architecture, or dealing with the luxury goods, or anything with the home decor, all those people can definitely get benefited during this time when Mars is going to be in a very dignified state. Definitely friends, whatsoever you will be doing during this time, your partner is going to have a strong say in that. So I would say that if you are in relationship, so take the nod, take the affirmation and take the support of your partner as well. And friends, the beauty over here is that Mars not only has got the rulership of your 7th house, Mars also has got the rulership of your house of finances as well. So some lucrative financial gain are bound to happen if your occupation, your livelihood is connected with the 4th house related matters. It is a very lifetime opportunity or window of opportunity will open up, which will open up for all the Libra Ascendant native. So it's my advice to make the best use out of that. This can be seen as a very lucrative time for signing up, for looking out for sponsorship, partnership, signing up deals, signing up agreements, venturing out, diversifying yourself, looking forward to some new ventures to invest and projects to work on. So regarding all of those perspective, this entry of Mars in the 4th house can be seen as a very good sign. And friends, like the way I say this thing, like whatsoever you are going to do, the domestic house is going to get very empowered during this time. So remain very much respectful towards your mother. Try not to get into any sort of ego related hassles or clashes with your mother. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Scorpio Ascendant natives, Mars, your ascendant lord, is going to get exalted in your 3rd house, which can be seen as a very good lifetime window of opportunity for all of you guys. So let's say, for example, if you are in that stage of your life where for long you have been working hard in different like jobs, or you have a corporate career, and now you have the investment, you have the funding, you have the idea, all what is required is that you to take that first step. So I would say that if you are in that stage of your life, all of those lifetime decisions, those initiatives can prove to be very fruitful, very life changing for all the Scorpio Ascendant natives. Friends, 3rd house is the house of our courage, our valor, our influence in the society. All the initiatives we see from the 3rd house. So the 3rd house right now is very grounded, is very empowered, it's very strengthened. So I would say that rather than being in a back foot or in a laid back mode, this is the time for you to be in your front foot and take the chances. Step out, take the chances, materialize all the resources which you have, all the people around you who could actually play a very pivotal role in your success. Reach out to them. And also friends, when we talk about 3rd house getting so much empowered, 3rd house also has a lot to do with the training, with the acquirement of the skills and everything. So this is a good time for you to undertake all those workshops, all those seminars, and try to make yourself more sellable in the market, more lucrative in the market. And I would say friends, definitely all those people who are connected with the fields of sales, media, marketing, journalism, you are a freelance person, you work with your own skill, you are a self-employed person, so all those people are definitely going to get benefited. Not only this, like transit is going to be creating this energy where you are going to be putting your full force, because it's your ascendant lord which is getting empowered in the 3rd house. So not only you will come across as a very strong contender where people around you can have trust on you, they can put or speculate and invest in your capabilities, but apart from that, taking initiative and taking chances, applying for a job, and all those of your endeavors and your efforts getting rewarded beautifully, this transit is actually going to be creating some very positive energy for all the Scorpio Ascendant natives. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Sagittarius Ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, this whole planetary concentration is going to take place in your 2nd house. So friends, when we talk about from the Sagittarius Ascendant natives perspective, definitely Mars has got the rulership of your 12th house, but Mars also has got the rulership of your 5th house as well. So when we say that your house of finances getting this much empowered, so and Mars being your your 5th house lord, so the house which represents speculation, investment, your risk taking abilities, your magnetism. So I would say that definitely friends, in the pertaining to the 2nd house related matters, you will be in a position of strength. So if you are in a family business, you are in banking, you are in finance industry, or anything to do with the restaurant business, all those people can get benefited because of your 2nd house getting very much empowered during this time. And not only that friends, because 2nd house also tells about our values, 2nd house also tells about our speech. So I would say that that degree and sense of confidence and power you are definitely going to exert. And if your ongoing dashas are also running favorable, so like you are running the dasha of the 5th house lord, which is the planet Mars, or you are in the Mahadasha or the Antardasha of Saturn as well, which is your 2nd house and the 3rd house lord, so some lucrative financial opportunity might also be bestowed upon you during this time. So I would say, friends, that definitely your 2nd house is very much empowered. Make the best use out of that, and chances are definitely going to be very strong that you will be well protected regarding the matters of your financial decision making, and any chances, any initiatives taken by you during this time will prove to be giving some very good excellent returns. So I would also say that if you have or you are in a family business and you have been working with a very traditional setup, so this is going to be a time period where you can actually renovate your shop, your business, or all those people who hire new employees or think about diversifying, signing up new deals, working with new people. So this can be seen as a very good energy for diversifying and strengthening your foundation in the business. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Capricorn Ascendant natives, so definitely, friends, not only Saturn is there in your 1st house, now Mars is also going to get conjunct with Saturn right over there in your 1st house, so which can be seen as a very good energy. In any case, friends, like Mars is like kind of a beneficial planet only for you. Mars has got the rulership of your 11th house of wishes, and it has also got the rulership of your 4th house as well. So because of which, friends, definitely like specifically all those people in whose case, like you are a politician or aspiring politician, you are holding up any government seat, anything to do with the top management, anything to do with the content creation, films, television, giving presentation, you will be in a position of power. The thing is that, friends, when we talk about the ego, the concerns of ego or power going someone's reaching someone's head, those are the qualities which an afflicted sun can create. But when we talk about the Mars and the Saturn, they can make you a little bit impulsive, they can make you a little bit rash, but the concerns of ego are not there. So I would say try to restrain yourself for bursting out, giving outburst, or any sort of lashing out on people. So only if you can work on all those areas. This transit of Mars in your 1st house is actually putting you in a position of power, and this can be seen as a very good time for making some important lifetime decision, whether it's about for you, whether it's for your family, whether it's for your business. The planetary transit is going to be creating those circumstances and energy that all those important, concrete, lifetime decision taken by you will going to be generating and creating some very positive results only for you, which is definitely going to improve your stance and your position in the society. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Aquarius Ascendant natives, Mars has got the rulership of your 10th house of your profession and the 3rd house of your courage, of your initiative, of your skills. And in transit, Mars is going to get exalted in your 12th house, which can be seen as a very good energy. Specifically, friends, if your profession involves foreign trade, foreign travels, immigration, concerns of visa, or right now you are studying in any foreign university for certain projects, you have to travel to foreign land. So if all those cases are getting qualified in your case, you can definitely get very beautifully rewarded. Friends, the only thing which makes the Aquarian Ascendants natives stand apart is that their capacity to look into and decipher all those unknown entanglements which normally people are not able to look through. So because of your this capacity to look through any wheel of illusion, your capacity for logics and problem solving is definitely going to be very high. And let's say, for example, if your occupation, your livelihood, or you majorly undertake and take interest or support or fund any charities, any NGOs, any voluntary organizations, so your public image is bound to get enhanced during this time when your 12th house is going to get very empowered. The only one thing is that, friends, for any sort of spiritual, religious austerity, pilgrimage, doing yoga, meditation, this alignment can be seen as a very good energy. But along with that, 12th house also tells about sexual fantasy Pisces as well. So because of which, in the matters of the passion, there has to be proper balance over there, because with Mars's entry in the 12th house, all those passions or latent desires, the carnal desires, are going to be very high during this time when Mars is going to be transiting from your 12th house. And lastly friends, for all the Pisces Ascendant natives, Mars has got the rulership of your 2nd house of your finances and the 9th house of your luck, your hope and religious austerities. And in transit, Mars is going to be getting exalted in your 11th house, which can be seen as a very good news. Friends, when we talk about Mars getting exalted in the 11th house, it's all about some concrete, substantial financial opportunities, because that is how we say that 11th house in itself is the house of connections and opportunities. The second thing is that friends, definitely Saturn is also very much empowered and grounded and dignified in your 11th house, and Saturn plays a very different portfolio for all the Pisces Ascendant native, because it has got the rulership of house of gains and house of losses. So Saturn holds the key to whether to increase your gains or whether to increase your expenses. But the beauty over here is that friends, both of these planets are in a right state, in a right dignified state, and I would say that all the important decisions you are going to take, even when Saturn for briefly on the April 28th, once it's going to enter your 12th house, even the expenses which are going to happen, they will only happen in the form of investments, which later on will pave path for some financial gains and return on the investment as well. So I would say friends that definitely the entry of Mars getting empowered in the 11th house is a good sign of making connection, keeping your social life active, going on travels, making new friends, and some financial leverage and financial opportunity and cashing over all those connections as well. So that is how we can see or foresee results coming in for all the Pisces Ascendant native. Definitely Mars is going to make you very strong-willed, very determined regarding all the goals which you are chasing. And lastly, I would also say this thing that because 2nd house lord, 9th house lord going and being graceful in the house of wish fulfillment, during this time if you can also make certain charitable gestures on any religious causes or supporting some religious institutions, that can be seen as a very good way of making the energies of planet Mars work in your favor. So that is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming transit of Mars taking place on February 26th in the Capricorn sign. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyawad.